Hey guys, Dynasty Warrior 6 here again with a Game Finds video. Sadly, this one is actually one day ahead. The reason why is we've just gotten such an accumulation of serious amount of games that there's no point in delaying it, because at the rate we're going to have too much to show and too many stories. So we have gotten some serious hauls from garage sales, from Craigslist deals, to everything from pawn shops to Goodwill. So we're going to kind of just jump into it. I think we'll start with one of the garage sale part. Jason's got some animosity towards a couple people, and so do I. We went to a garage sale we saw on Craigslist recently, this morning, and what happened was we got there and these guys were like, we had to wait outside their house. It was like a huge house sale, like an estate sale. So we were waiting outside the house. It was me, Jason, and Patrick, Dr. Reaper Zero. So Cam and Jason, Dr. Reaper Zero, and Dynasty Warrior 6 were waiting outside this house. There were these three other guys there, and they were chunky. I'm just saying that they were chunky, but there was two to three of them. They kept mean dogging us, like me just glaring at us, and because they knew what we were there for, and we knew what they were there for. This lady or kid or whatever were selling games at $2 a pop. Every game, $2 a pop. So there was Nintendo games there and Sega Genesis games there at $2 a pop. They open up at 9. Guess what those guys do since they're in front of us? They beeline it straight for the NES games, literally. And there was like 30 NES games there. So we were left kind of with the scraps, but we got the Sega stuff. You know, they went straight for the NES, and they started, what they did was there was all these like NES games in a row, like stacked in a row. So and there were like these little like holders for them, like maybe they held like 10 games each, you know, 8, 9 games each. They held them. And first they were going through them, just looking at what games, and all of a sudden they grabbed them and just picked them up and took them away from us. Because they saw us kind of eyeing and looking at them and trying to grab a few of them. So we're like, okay, fine, screw it. So we went to the Sega Genesis. And I was like, alright. And then all of a sudden, one of them comes moseying on back like a little douche. Sorry, like a little douche. And he starts trying to look through the Sega games. I take one of the Sega games, and I just pulled it away from him. And like, I just went, nope. You took the NES. You deal with your NES. And you screwed up, kid, or kids. You screwed up. You missed something big. As always, you jumped. And when you jump too quick, you lose out. So I'm going to go into what we kind of got. Or what we found and what I picked up. For the first one, Terminator 2 Judgment Day. It is complete in box, $2. I should have started off with these, I'm sorry, it was my fault. Also, I got some loose cart Genesis games, which I seldomly pick up, but there was a reason why. I picked up Populous for Patrick, Dr. Reaper Zero. It was $2. Vector Man 1. Vector Man 2. And this is one of the games you screwed up on. Whoever you are, I'm going to say F you, fuck you, okay? Picked up Mega Bomberman. It's actually kind of an uncommon title. If you had maybe looked instead of jumping the gun on the NES, you may have found that, but you didn't. Also picked up All Real Monsters, $2. Not complete, but All Real Monsters. Earthworm Jim, not complete, but $2. King of the Monsters, not complete, but $2. A sealed Sega Genesis TNN Outdoors Bass Tournament 96. Brand new. Sealed. Missed that one, kid. Aladdin. Complete. $2. Oh, wait. Nope. Oh, this was given... No, this wasn't $2. This was given to me in a trade, actually. I'm sorry. This was traded to me by my friend Joel. He knows I'm looking for Sega Genesis. I thought it was in the stack of games I acquired at the garage sale. I don't know how that got in there. Sorry about that. No, this is actually traded for. But here's $2. Spider-Man and the X-Men. $2 complete. Stargate. Not complete, but $2. Here's one that these guys missed out on. It's a fairly rare title. Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. $2. Not in the best shape, but I still need it for my collection, so... There we go. And let's see, I think that was it for the $2 ones of those games of the Sega Genesis variety. So yeah, you missed out. I think Jason wants to say something to those guys. Yeah, there it is. He says, fuck you, fuckers. So it serves you right for jumping the gun, and you spent way too much money and you bought way too many duplicates. I saw a good chunk of those games, whoever you are, and you lost. I didn't buy any duplicates in my collection, but you certainly bought duplicates. And Super Mario Bros. 3, yeah, is good, but when you get 3 or 4 copies of the same game of that, just saying, you kind of screwed up. Slow down next time, you might catch something. So anyways, a couple games I got from store trade-in credit. I'm just going to stick with the Sega that I picked up. I picked up Pac-Mania for $10. I used trade-in though, so I got it for basically free. Pac-Mania, been needing this one. And I picked up a very great condition Rocket Knight Adventures for $15. I got it during trade-in. I get complete in box. Very nice condition. I'm very happy to add in Rocket Knight Adventures, the first one. There we go. Also, Jason traded me a game for one game. I'm not going to mention it because he's probably going to have it in his pickup videos. But Cam Man Jason traded me this. Traded me Mercs on Sega Genesis, complete in box. Very nice of him to do that for me. He knows I'm looking for these games. And then Joel, my buddy Joel, traded me this game. He traded me Golden Axe 2, complete in box. He traded me Mystic Defender, complete in box. And he traded me a really funny game. It's got really good music behind it, and it's just one of the rare, highly sought after titles. A lot of people are looking for it. It's not complete, but I am going to get the manual someday. He traded me Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. And this game is hilarious. It is very funny. It's awesome with the dancing, what Michael does, and all the little kids. It's just very interesting. And the last one that Patrick, my Dr. Reaper Zero, traded to me for one game, and he traded me this, was Super Highlight. A very interesting looking game. It is complete in box, a very good condition, complete in box. The manual is basically brand new. So it was a really nice trade of him to do that for me because he knows I'm looking for that. So a big stack of Sega games right there off the bat, out of the way, and we still have a lot more to go. So I'll start off with just kind of bouncing around on each system. There was one on Nintendo GameCube I picked up recently for $5 at a pawn shop. I picked up Metroid Prime. It didn't come complete, but it did have both discs. So I was real happy to get that. I can always try to find the manual someday down the road. But there we go, Metroid Prime with both discs. Very nice on GameCube. Also on Xbox, I picked up 3 games. The first one is going to a fellow YouTuber. I won't mention his name, but he knows who he is. So this game is called for. I picked up Toe Jam and Earl 3, Mission to Earth, complete, black label, very nice condition. I picked it up for, I think, $15, so not bad. But there we go. So you know who you are, buddy. This is yours. No worries there. It's definitely being set aside. Also, next up that I got for $3 was limited edition Mecha Assault 2, the Lone Wolf. It's got a holographic cover. Both discs are there, so very nice. Glad to add it into my collection. Jason's a big Mecha Assault fan, and I like the Gundam kind of games too, so it's always fun to try these out with robots and destroying stuff and all that cool stuff. And I picked up for $3 as well at a pawn shop, Gun Valkyrie, made by Sega. I know where the second one is, so I'm tempted to get it, but I got the first one on Xbox, so I was like, sweet. I like Sega, love Sega, I love what they do. So, you know, everyone knows I'm a big Sega guy, so there we go on that. Next up on PSP, first game I picked up at a pawn shop. Now this game I'm already I promised to somebody, so it's not up for trade or anything. So, sorry guys, but it is Wonders of the Ys, yes, whatever, The Oath in Flanghana. It is complete. I picked it up for $10 at a pawn shop. Very nice condition. I wish I could keep it in my collection, but I already promised it, so it's gone. I'm not going to go back on my word. And I picked up Disgaea Afternoon of Darkness on PSP. Complete. This one cost me, I think, $10 or $15. It was trading credit at a game store, so very nice to add this one into my collection as well on that. So next up, I'll do this one, a Nintendo Wii game. I got traded from Dr. Reaper Zero, Resident Evil 4 on Wii, the Wii edition. It is complete. It's one of the games I traded for to him. And I've been needing this for Wii. I need one more on Wii. So getting very close to finishing off the Wii Resident Evils. Very happy with that. Resident Evil 4, of course, is a great classic game. Next up, these are all kind of intermingled in different spots. I got this from a game store for trade-in. It was cost me $5 store credit. I picked up Tekken's Nina Williams in Death by Degrees. PlayStation 2. It is complete with a Tekken 5 demo. It was a very nice trade-in. I've been needing this for my Tekken collection. I think this almost completes my Tekken collection on PS2 basically, so very nice addition to my collection. I also picked up, and I've already beaten it with ending number 5, which is like the worst ending, but you know, played it real quickly. I picked up Way of the Samurai for $3 at a pawn shop. It is complete. I've already played it and beaten it once, so I gotta beat it 4 more times. Very nice. And also, I picked up with trade-in credit at a game store, Dawn of Mana on PS2. Patrick, Dr. Reaper Zero, really recommends this game. He likes to, you know, he loves the Mana series. He's a big fan of it, so I'm kind of excited to play this one, try it out. Dawn of Mana for $10 store credit, not bad. And then on a Craigslist deal, I picked up a slightly uncommon game that you don't see every day, and I was real happy to add it in, and it cost me $10 for this one. I picked up Mana Kema Alchemist of Alvarez, PS2. I'm getting into the Japanese RPG games, really, for my PS2. I really like bolstering my PS2 collection with these guys. Very nice condition. The guy kept his stuff in fantastic shape. I actually picked up another game from him. I'll get to that fairly soon. But that one right there, Mana Kema Alchemist. And I also picked up at the game store for $15. It was trade-in credit, though. I got Altair Iris 2 on PS2. Complete. Black label. So that was it for the PS2s right there. Next up is PlayStation. I picked up 2 games on PlayStation, one from a Goodwill. The one from Goodwill was Crash Bash, Greatest Hits Edition. I do need to replace the Outer Edge, but it is complete. Greatest Hits, very nice. I was happy to add Crash Bash into this. And then a rare game I picked up for $20. I think it was an awesome deal, and it's a great title to have in your collection for $20, was Xenogears. This was one on the Craigslist. It is Black Label, Squaresoft, absolutely complete. This guy took fantastic, he was very good about taking good care of his games. And it is complete, absolutely great. And I picked up a 3rd game from him, but it's Jason's game. He'll show it in his game finds when he gets around to doing his. It's a really good title. I can't wait for you guys to see that one too. So we got 3 games. And it was amazing. So there we go. Xenogears. Finally got Xenogears. But that's not all. I know it's like, oh, that's not that much, William. You know, but Dynasty Warriors 6. But no, there's more. I picked up a Craigslist bundle. My buddy Patrick, Dr. Reaper Zero, went out and got this for me because I was unable to at the time because of time constraints on a prior obligation. So we're going to jump right into it. It's a Super Nintendo bundle to give you guys an idea. And I'm just going to tell you what I paid for it right off the bat. That way you guys can just get it out of the way. I paid $40 for it. It came with, of course, a Super Nintendo system, plus 4 controllers, plus all the hookups. So 4 controllers, all the hookups, and another Super Nintendo system. Very cool to have. And yeah, that's just controllers right there. Very heavy controllers. And then also came with it was 14 Super Nintendo video games. And there's quite a bit, so I'm just going to start off with 2 stacks. First stack is Mario Paint. It was included in the bundle. WWF Super WrestleMania. WWF Royal Rumble. Lion King. Scooby-Doo Mystery. And then, let's see, and then Super Mario World. Super Street Fighter 2. Donkey Kong Country 1, Super Mario Kart. This one's really weird. I've actually played it a little bit. It is Claymates. Ninja Warriors. Donkey Kong Country 3. And this was a mystery cart, and we were guessing as to what it could be. And what did you, Jason, what did you guess?
Mortal Kombat 2.
You just guessed Mortal Kombat 2. I think everybody else guessed fighting games because there was quite a few fighting games in here. And I was the only one who said, I think it's Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. We pop it in, and it was Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. There is no label, but it's Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. I couldn't believe it. I was like, no way, I got it. So yeah, Mystery Cart was Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. And to top it all off, a Street Fighter Alpha 2 on Super Nintendo. I actually have this game complete in box. But I'm hanging on to this one too, just in case, because it's a great game to have in anyone's collection. Loose cart and box, because it came out in '96, right when the N64 came out. So there you go. So that was it, guys. It's been an amazing haul. So many games have been coming in the door. Craigslist deals are just happening left and right. Literally, like every day I see like 2 or 3 ads right now that are really good deals, and I'm just like, my gosh, there's just too many good deals, and I don't have enough money. So I'm just like floored at the deals we're getting, and you know, it's just incredible. So thanks for tuning in, guys. It was definitely a great week, and I hope to see you guys next week.